I am sharing with you a beautiful story that you may have already seen on my Facebook page. I saw a beautiful post last night shared by one of my soulmate clients from the Soulpreneur Intensive. I want to introduce you to Christine. Christine, if you can just start by sharing for a moment who you are, where you live, and how you help your soulmate clients.
Hi, I'm Christine. I live in Okanagan area of BC, and I help women get back into their intuition, so their inner power, finding who they are so that they could speak their truth regarding anything when it comes to their babies and motherhood and that type of journey.
Absolutely. It's funny because before we started working together, I always saw you in the mom groups answering these questions. And I was like, oh my gosh, this girl is such a wealth of knowledge. Like, you speak my language with the woo and getting back to everything natural. Many of you know that I'm a future homesteader. So I am absolutely all about organic and growing my own food. And I just love how you so openly give. And that's what I share so much about in the Soulpreneur Intensive is giving value. If you can bring yourself back, you're getting really close to the end of your 16-week program. So it might stretch you a little bit to bring yourself back into the position that you were in before we began working together. Can you remember what things were like and why you were considering joining this program in the first place?
Yeah, so I actually did like a high ticket program last year, and that program left me very confused, scattered, annoyed, just not feeling good about business, not feeling good about like the direction to go. I just didn't know what other steps to take. And I knew that I wanted to do the business. I knew that I wanted to run my course. Like those are the feelings, but I just felt like I lacked the guidance. It's like my toddler is just
Okay.
um I lacked the guidance and like the steps to know how to do it. Like I there's like like there's the little pathways of like, okay, well these are the steps and here's the launch and and then here like fend for yourself kind of thing. And that's kind of where I was at. And yeah, that's really where I just felt really confused, scattered. Like I knew I wanted to do something. I had the vision, I had my program, but the other steps, I was just like I couldn't. And I felt really contracted. Like I felt really contracted on it.
I love that you shared your experience in a different program because I think that that's really important to point out. Like, I've done a number of business programs myself. I've worked with business coaches, and just like every coach, you take what you love from that experience and you incorporate that somehow into your program. And then the stuff that you don't love, you really change. And that's what I do my best, or that's what I absolutely try to do my best in the Soulpreneur Intensive. Is it's not just a strategy, it's not just a strategy. Like, strategies are like little cookie cutter plans. Back when I was in fat loss, everybody had cookie cutter plans, and we are not all the same. We're all unique individuals, and what worked for one person isn't going to work for everybody. So, thank you for sharing that. And with that in mind, I'm going to ask you, like, what was the biggest surprise about your experience so far in the Soulpreneur Intensive?
Oh, learning that a lot of like the my thoughts and the emotions and the contractions were not even from this lifetime. Um, that was like a huge that was like the huge thing, like eye opener for me, because I've been working a lot on my subconscious beliefs and my patternings and stuff, and I was so confused as to like why isn't there a shift? Like what's going on? Like I'm doing all the things. I'm doing the subconscious programming and the hypnosis and all that, and it's like why do I still feel so contracted? Like why do I still feel not safe to share my gifts and to go online and to do those things? um and then being able to like backtrack and be like, oh, like this happened, in a past life, and this is what was going on, and giving myself the awareness for that, so then I could do the other things and the steps to clear that, and to tell my body, my system, like that's okay, like we're not in that lifetime anymore, I'm safe.
Wow, I think so many people are going to resonate with that, whether they've dug into their past lives or not, but just that fear of being seen, that fear of showing up, of showing up as the leader that we are. Like, hey, we're making pretty bold statements when we show up, when we remove that fear to be seen. And I think that's also super important to note too. Like, it's again not just a strategy, but we also work on healing from not only our current lifetime but past lives as well inside of the Soulpreneur Intensive. It's
Yeah.
amazing. So if you were to be talking to somebody today who was thinking about joining the Soulpreneur Intensive, I haven't opened up registration for March soon, but or March yet, but we will here soon. We've got some ladies wrapping up here, and once I find out who is going to be continuing on into our annual mastermind program, I will know exactly how many spots we have available for March. But if somebody was on the fence and they just weren't 100% sure yet if they were going to join or not, are there any words of wisdom that you would share with them?
I would get curious of like why, like what are your beliefs? Like what is like the reasoning. I know like finances are a huge one. Like I'm a single mom, so that one definitely came up for me. But it's like what like just getting really curious. Like what are the beliefs? Like what are the things? Like is it because you're scared of stepping into who you are? Because this is like the program that is going to help you like 100% without a doubt. Like this is the program, there's the tools, there's the steps, there's also the spiritual side of it that you get to clear, right? Like so it's like getting curious of like okay, like what is happening, right? The why, maybe even time. But like if you could hear me, like I got my kiddos running around, like and just to lean in, get curious and lean in. The thing that we have the most resistance to, we have the most has the most medicine for us. One of my past mentors said that, and that has stuck so much because there's so much truth to it. And that's when I'm like, okay, I'm feeling really resistant to this. Okay, what's going on? Like, what's the belief? Like, what is that? Okay, and then how can I shift it and clear it so that I can like so I can take the actions that's going to help me, right?
Absolutely. I love that. I might have to borrow that. My mentors have said something similar, but I really like the wording to that one. What we have the most resistance to has the most medicine for us. That is so beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I am super grateful for your time. I'm super grateful that you shared this part of your experience, this part of your story. Are there any last words that you would like to share with anybody who might be watching?
Yeah, I feel like I want to say like it has the I feel like the other business courses and stuff that I've gone through, I felt like there was always like a missing piece where it's like, you had the community, which is nice, but then like to actually have like the women hold each other is different. Like these are aligned souls that are coming, right? These are the souls that have the same resonance as you, right? And like that connects Jasper. that that connects like differently, and it makes you feel even more safe to explore and to be able to like dive deeper. And like that when you're in the Facebook group, like someone's gonna be there for you. Like, no matter what, like someone's there, someone's rooting for you. You have cheerleaders all the way. You have the opportunities to collab with people too, which is really amazing. So yeah, I feel like it connects like all the missing pieces of other businesses programs had, and you just kind of feel more fulfilled. And even if like you feel like you're behind, it's like it's okay. Like everything is truly a divine timing, and really trusting and surrendering to that everything is like working out best case scenario.
Oh, okay. Two things I have to add to that. Number one, of course, you get your little one in the background. I only work with women, and let's be real, most of us are moms right now. Not all of us, but a lot of us are moms. So yes, it's totally normal that we're gonna have kids in the background. Or if your kids are older like mine, we might have puppies in the background, and that's totally fine. That is a-okay. And yes, just so much inspiration in your words. Again, I'm super grateful that you shared this experience because I think that is such a beautiful part of what we do. Yes, there is aligned strategy that's so important, you know, having some sort of framework to work upon to build your business, to promote it, to actually get people into your business, but also spiritual alignment, like you were talking about, releasing, learning how to empower yourself to do that hard work. I don't like when people say, "Oh, Jenny, are you a healer?" No, I like to think that I facilitate healing. I empower women to heal themselves. Yes, I do healing practices, but I like to empower you to do the work. And then the community, the most beautiful community. We are held. I personally believe that I only work with people who I have shared lifetimes with before. So
Mhm.
if you're watching and you're like, I don't know what it is about that Jenny girl, but I am pulled into her energy. And what the heck? Why do I feel the same way about this Christine girl? This is weird. I've never even met her, but there's something about her that I just like. It's probably because we're soul sisters on some level. So I wouldn't be surprised. I know that when you and I first met, I was like instant connection, like familiarity. And since we've really gotten to know each other, it's like every single time we talk, it's like, holy crap, we have more in common. We have
Yeah.
so many parallels and similarities in our stories. And I don't think that's a coincidence. There's no such thing as coincidences. So if you're watching, please give Christine so much love below in the comments. You can find her on social media because I'll tag her in this. If you are a mama who thinks that, you know, she might be able to help you as well, please go ahead and follow her, send her a friend request. She's super welcoming and open, and I know that she is going to absolutely help her soulmate clients. So you never know, you could be one of hers. And if you are watching and you're interested in the Soulpreneur Intensive, I will drop the link to the application, and then when registration opens up in March, I'll reach out to anybody who has filled out the application lately. We did fill in all 3 spots that we opened up for February, so that's really exciting to be able to help facilitate and support these women who are creating their own online programs so that they can serve the people that they're meant to work with and make the impact that we're meant to make in this world. So, so much gratitude to you, my girl. Thank you again.
Thank
Have a great
you.
one. Bye bye.